Welcome to the breakdown. I'm your host, Diane Rembert, avid reader, award-winning literary blogger, and the founder of Diamond's Literary World, which is my footprint in the literary industry. I want to talk to you about a very short story. This is actually part two to the video I posted a few days ago entitled Everything My Mother Taught Me by Alice Hoffman. Um, Little did I know that it's the first book in an inheritance series. So I just got finished reading book two, which is probably just a few pages longer. The first book was about 24 pages. Can You Feel This is 36 pages, I believe. And that is by Julie Orringer. I'm going to place the link in the comment section as usual. In this particular book, we have a first-time mother who it appears that we know that she's having her first baby, but it appears that it is a difficult pregnancy. And the reason why I say that is because she has been scheduled for a C-section at 37 weeks. She is 36 weeks and she starts hemorrhaging. She has been warned, get to the nearest hospital as quick as you can in order to save the baby. She makes the decision. Again, this character has no name, but we know that she's in a relationship. I'm not sure if she's married to a young man named Kai. And so they proceed to go to the hospital, and she starts to backtrack to a time in her life that was kind of devastating. She lost her mom. You're gonna have to read the story to find out what transpired, but she ends up going to the very same hospital in which her mother passed away. And she goes through the process of having the C-section and learning how to get her baby to lactate. Like, it just took me back. I have had 4 C-sections and I remember them very well. I remember the process of trying to get your baby to lactate, not being sure if your baby is going to know you. And that's what they talked about in this short story. Because once you have a baby, especially if they're preemie, none of my babies were preemie, but they're immediately whisked off and taken to the NICU. My oldest was taken to the NICU, and because of complications, I was unable to even hold my baby for like the first 3 days. So at that point, he had been introduced to formula, those sort of things. And she went through all of that, but she was a trooper. She had decided that she was going to nurse her baby. She felt like no one was, giving her the proper instruction. But in the meantime, her mind keeps going back to the time when she was a little girl and lost her mom. So if you're a mother, it's gonna move you. If you're a mother who had a C-section, it's gonna move you even more. If you are a young mother or were a young mother that had a C-section that wanted to lactate for the first time, you were determined, you had a C-section. You're going to relate on all different levels. I do recommend that you guys go and pick this up again, another quick read. If you want to, if you're doing the 30 books in 30-day challenge, it's something for you to add to, your number, your overall Goodreads challenge for the year. I normally don't do short stories like this, but because I've got a lot of things on my plate, I try to, for every heavy book that I read, I try to read something that's a little soothing or just like a breath of fresh air. So this particular book, Can You Feel This, is definitely a breath of fresh air for me. And I had a young lady reach out to me just this morning and tell me that book one was something that she downloaded from the program that I explained to you guys, and she was able to listen to it while she was cooking dinner. So hopefully, however you choose to do it, like I said, I'm just trying to give you guys variety, and again, just emphasize the fact that I'm an eclectic reader, um, but I will be bringing you more history books, historical fiction, if you will. I'm going to definitely be bringing you some contemporary fiction because there's some issues out there that we really need to deal with. Um, and I think that this is a perfect platform. So, with that being said, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I just want you to know that this is one that I think you will enjoy. So, go get the book. Again, I will put the link in the comment section. As you all know, every book that is read, reviewed, and recommended here on the breakdown can be purchased from the Diamonds Literary World Amazon storefront. That will also be in the comment section. So there you have it. Until next time, thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't done so, please take a minute to do so now. If you haven't recommended the channel to a friend, take the time to do that as well. If you have a channel or an Instagram channel that you would like for me to support, please reach out to me, DM me. It's about supporting one another. With that being said, happy reading and be blessed.